There's a lot of forms of abuse. Abuse can come in an array of different situations. Some people would take a punch in the face before they heard something bad about themselves. Some people, words don't phase. You know, I'm not gonna say I grew up in an unloving home. It was what it was. But words, at a young age, I remember it was almost like they were used as weapons just to try to, tear you apart, bring you down, or what have you. Over time, it just don't phase you anymore. You can say anything you want to me; it's not gonna phase me. Trust me. But some people, they'll hear those words, and they won't get out of bed for 2 weeks. It's all perspective. How they were raised, how they grew up, what they heard, all that. So one person's abuse may not seem too abusive to other people. And people will throw that abuse word too liberally nowadays, man. You ain't gonna compare someone calling you to a bitch to a woman that just got the shit kicked out of her because she didn't get the food wasn't warm enough for supper. I mean, come on, man. But that's how these motherfuckers act nowadays. You have people, screaming abuse because for any old thing. And guess what? There's 1,000 dickhead welfare counselors online ready to fucking jump on the bandwagon, man. I've been through a smear campaign. There's people still, to this day, that will think I'm a racist, will think I'm a wife beater, will think many, many things about me that are just not true. Just because of some little innocent victim. So they thought. My problem was giving ammunition to the enemies. At the time, you don't think they're enemies, but they're clearly enemies. And they take the shit you say out of context. They use it completely differently than the person who it was intended to and only for knows what you're doing, knows why you're doing what you're doing, knows the whole fucking deal. But what do? They twist it. Erase messages, get them to say this, that, or the other. And all of a sudden, while yeah, you said some fucking foul ass shit, people believe that that's what you were intended to do when, regardless, yeah, your manner, your tough love, whatever you tried to do wasn't good. It didn't work out. But to have a person you trusted, you would have jumped off a fucking bridge for, take your personal messages and send them to every fucking person under God's green earth just to make you look bad. Is that abuse? Huh. Because it seems pretty abusive to me. Never underestimate the level of hidden resentment and secret animosity. Never underestimate that in a person. I don't care who they are, mom, dad, brother, sister, wife. I don't care who they are. They could be holding a deep-seated, deep-rooted animosity for you. You know? My dad gave me tongue lashings left and right. Motherfucker still does. And while, yes, it irritates me, you know, for a long time it pissed me off. You gotta say, no. I would never take the shit he said and make myself a victim out of it. When maybe I contributed to the whatever, or maybe just a fucking angry man. Whatever. That's your dad, that's your brother, that's your wife. You keep that shit to yourselves. I don't care what anybody says. If you badmouth your spouse, you badmouth a family, you do any of that shit's embarrassing, man. It's just embarrassing. And all you loyal motherfuckers, you'll be in the same boat as me. You'll just be stuck, pissed off at how much time you wasted thinking someone's going to change, thinking someone's going to do something different, or thinking someone is going to act right. Especially if they're controlled by Satan juice or just dumbass influences. If a person will turn on you, a person that you took care of for 30 years, if they will turn on you for some jackass dumb fuck online, or they meet in the fucking welfare counselor office, they're a shitty person, man. And you probably saw the red flags. You probably knew. But you let your loyalty make you a fool out of you. You start seeing those red flags, cut ties, man. Run for the hills, man. Or you're gonna end up a fucking very bitter, very cynical person. Time will be your vindicator. Just sit back. Let that kind of person do what they do. And trust me, you won't need to do anything else. Karma, the universe, will take care of it, man. Trust me when I tell you, they will take care of it. You can't do people dirty who have no intentions but good intentions for you. Even as much dirty shit as you've done, they still look out for you and they still try to help you, and you fucking do them dirty. Your life is going to be miserable, and you're going to get 10,000 times the shit that you did. It's just how the universe works, man. Take it back to preschool, man. Don't say nothing, don't do nothing that you wouldn't want done yourself, man. It's a simple fucking shit you learn as a baby, man. But that's the problem with the world to me. To me, there's just too many goddamn grown-ass babies. Whining and whining and whining. Crying and crying and crying. People love attention. Good, bad, or ugly. They love attention. And if they know being a goddamn victim gives them attention, they're gonna be the fucking victim of the year every year. I guarantee it.